Hello, people of YouTube and TikTok, depending if I want to repost my video on TikTok or not. But I just wanted to make a quick video talking about both the bayverse and synderverse. And what I want to say here today is that I found it funny how when both Michael Bay and Zack Snyder were making the original live action DC and Transformer movies. Actually, no, it was Zack Snyder didn't make the original live action DC movies, but anyway, because there were others that were before the Snyderverse. But anyway, I digress. The point of what I'm trying to say here is that when they were in charge of making the live action Transformers cinematic universe and DC expanded universe, they were people were complaining about their movies, saying that they weren't good and that Hasbro, Paramount, and DC should not have put Zack Snyder and Michael Bay in charge of their movies. Yet when Zack Snyder leaves, and when Michael Bay leaves as well, and when Travis Knight, along with Stephen Caple Jr. and James Gunn, when they were in charge of making the new live action Transformer and DC movies, people were complaining about that as well, saying, "Oh, we need Zack Snyder back. We need Michael Bay back." When they were literally complaining before about, the DC and Transformer movies. So it's just like, we need to pick a lane here. In my opinion, is like, are we complaining about the Michael Bay and Zack Snyder movies, or are we gonna complain about the recent ones? Because it's just like they ended up calling the new Superman movie woke, which it wasn't woke at all. It's just that, like, it's a change from what we got when Zack Snyder was in charge of the DCEU. And as for Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, for me, they're a brand new start to a new live action Transformers universe. And I don't think that both the Bumblebee movie and Rise of the Beasts even connect to, Bayverse. And it's obvious that they don't because of the amount of inconsistencies. The Transformers Align continuity made more sense than the Bayverse connecting to... it made more sense, connecting in the same universe rather than, whatever, you get my point. Sorry if I'm messing up in the words that I say, but my point is that the Align continuity makes more sense than the Bayverse connecting to the recent Transformers movies, is what I was trying to say. Regardless, the whole point of what I'm trying to say here is that we need to stop complaining about who's in charge of the new Transformer and DC movies, because it doesn't make any sense as to why why everybody was complaining about Zack Snyder and Michael Bay making their movies and stuff like that. And then they're not even happy with the most recent live action movies that we've gotten from Transformers and DC. And don't get me wrong, it has been a while since the last Transformers live action movie came out. So yeah, it's just like, that's what I wanted to talk about really today. Yeah, but that's all I wanted to really talk about today. So, I mean, I hope that all of you have a good rest of your day, night, or afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Megatron the Comedian, signing out.